Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and taking a good care of your health. So this video is for the students of class 9th, subject science, chapter number 4, that is structure of an atom. It's your lecture number 1. So students, topics to be discussed in today's lecture number 1 are atom and its subatomic particles. After that, I shall take Thomson's model of an atom. So let's start with today's lecture. Students, in the previous chapter, we studied about what is an atom, what is a molecule, what is ion, what is cation, what is anion, what is Dalton's atomic theory. Okay, now according to Dalton, atom is the smallest unit of matter which cannot be divided further. Okay, Dalton said that atom is indivisible, it is indestructible. It cannot be divided further. But various experiments they were carried out by various scientists, and those experiments revealed that atom is divisible. Atom is divisible into subatomic particles. So, the discovery of those subatomic particles, it led to the failure of this Dalton's theory. Okay, the Dalton's theory was failed because the subatomic particles, they were discovered. So, experiments, they were carried out by the scientists. You can take the example of one experiment. If you comb your dry hair, okay, and you bring that comb close to some pieces of paper. So what you will observe? You will observe that the comb, it attracted the few pieces of paper. Why is it so? Why the comb attracted the few pieces of paper? Because when you used the comb for combing your dry hair, it acquired some charge. Some charge was established. Okay, that's why when you bring that comb close to paper, it attracted the paper. Okay, so the experiments revealed that atom is divisible and it consists of subatomic particles. Means the particles which reside inside the atom. So what were those subatomic particles? The subatomic particles were electron, proton and neutron. Okay, these three subatomic particles were discovered in the atom. So that's why the Dalton's theory was failed. Clear, students? Now we shall discuss the discovery of electron and proton first. Electron. Electron was one of the subatomic particles inside the atom. It was discovered by a scientist named as J.J. Thomson. J.J. Thomson discovered electron. This electron, it is represented by small e. And the sign is minus. Okay, electron carries minus sign. So that's why we say it is negatively charged. Okay, it carries minus sign, it is negatively charged. Also, the mass of electron, it is negligible. Negligible means very, very small, very, very minute. Okay, almost approaching to zero. So that's why we say negligible. So this was about the discovery of electron. Simultaneously, proton, the another subatomic particles, was also discovered by another scientist named as E. Goldstein. Okay, E. Goldstein discovered proton. And this proton, it is represented by small p. The sign is plus because it is positively charged. Okay, and the mass of proton, it is taken as 1 unit. Clear? Electron negatively charged, proton positively charged. Electron mass is negligible, proton mass is 1 unit. Clear, students? So this was about the discovery of electron and proton. Now there is one important term given in your NCERT book, that is canal rays. Okay, what are canal rays? Canal rays, they were discovered by E. Goldstein. Okay, canal rays were discovered by E. Goldstein. Now what are these rays? These rays are positively charged radiations which led to the discovery of another subatomic particle which is called as proton. Okay, the rays were positively charged radiations, and these positively charged radiation, they led to the discovery of proton. So that's why E. Goldstein discovered proton, represented as small p. Okay, how it was discovered? It was discovered due to these canal rays. They were positively charged radiation. So it led to the discovery of positively charged proton. And the other name given to canal rays is anode rays. Okay, canal rays are also called as anode rays. Clear, students? Now, let us study the structure of atom. Dalton said that atom is indivisible, it is indestructible. But the discovery of two subatomic particles called as electron and proton inside the atom, it led to the failure of Dalton's theory. Okay, the two subatomic particles are discovered now. So the Dalton's theory was failed because atom is divisible. Now, these two subatomic particles called as electron and proton. Now the question arises how these electrons and protons, they are arranged inside the atom. How are these arranged basically? So various models, various experiments, they were proposed by scientists. Okay, so the first model was given by J.J. Thomson. J.J. Thomson gave his model called as Thomson's model of an atom. This was the first model which was proposed for the arrangement of the subatomic particles. Okay, now this Thomson's model of an atom, it resembled to Christmas pudding or watermelon. Okay, the model which was given by J.J. Thomson, it either resembled to Christmas pudding, pudding means cake, and it either resembled to watermelon. So what he said that the seeds of the watermelon, okay, the seeds of the watermelon, they was compared to electrons. Electron means negatively charged. So the seeds inside the watermelon, they were electrons, and the red edible part which we eat of the watermelon, it was positive sphere. Okay, positive sphere means this is positive sphere. Okay, this is a 2D structure. You can imagine 3D. Take the example of watermelon. The red edible part was positive sphere, and inside that positive sphere, the seeds, they were resembled to electrons which are negatively charged. Okay. Another, he compared to Christmas pudding, where the dry fruits inside the cake, they resemble to the electrons, and the brown part which we used to eat of the cake, it resembled to the positive sphere, the edible part, that was positive sphere. Okay, so the electrons, they are inside the atom which are negatively charged, and there is a positive sphere in which the electrons are embedded. So what were the postulates given by J.J. Thomson based on this? Postulates number 1, an atom consists of a positively charged sphere. This is positively charged sphere, and the electrons, they are embedded in it. You can see the electrons are embedded in it. So this was the first postulate. This is an atom which consists of a positively charged sphere, and the electrons are inside the atom which are embedded. Now the second postulate says the negative and the positive charges. The negative means the electrons, and the positive charges, they are equal in magnitude. Means if there are two electrons, if there are two negatively charged species, then there will be two positively charged species. Okay, so the negative and the positive charges, they are equal in magnitude, and as a result, the atom as a whole is electrically neutral. Neutral means which neutralize with each other. Suppose I take +2 and -2. So they are neutralizing each other, they will cancel. So the result will be 0. It means we say it is neutral. So here also the positive and the negative charges, they are equal in magnitude. So the atom as a result is electrically neutral. So these were the postulates given by J.J. Thomson in Thomson's model. Now, there were drawbacks also of this model. So what were the drawbacks? Number 1, it did not have any experimental evidence into the support. Means, whatever Thomson said that atom consists of positively charged sphere, electrons are embedded. So on the basis of this model, the experimental evidence was not there with him. Okay, there was no experimental evidence for this. So this was number 1 drawback. It did not have any experimental evidence into the support. Number 2, though Thomson's model explained the neutrality of atom. Yes, Thomson explained that the atom is electrically neutral, but it failed to explain the results of Rutherford's alpha scattering experiment, and hence this model was rejected ultimately. Means this was the first model, that is Thomson. After Thomson, Rutherford came. Rutherford was a scientist. He came and he carried out one of the experiment, which is alpha scattering experiment. Okay, this is alpha. How to write this? Like this. And the spelling is ALPHA. He carried out alpha scattering experiment. So, Thomson, he failed to explain the results of Rutherford alpha scattering experiment. He could not explain this experiment, the results of this experiment. So that's why the Thomson's model was ultimately rejected due to these drawbacks. Okay? So this was about Thomson's model of an atom, which was rejected ultimately. After that, various scientists came. They also tried their possibilities very well to detect how the electrons and the protons, how the negatively charged and the positively charged, they are arranged inside an atom. So first was Thomson. After Thomson, Rutherford came. He gave his experiment, which is called as alpha scattering experiment. So we will study about the Rutherford's experiment tomorrow. So that's it for today's lecture. Now what is your homework, students? Your homework is, you will solve in text question number 1 and question number 2 given on page number 47 NCERT book. Okay? And along with the in-text questions, you will solve exercise question number 2 of NCERT of the same chapter, chapter number 4, that is structure of an atom. Okay, students, you will solve these 3 questions side by side. You will read the chapter as well up to Thomson's model. Do not forget to read the chapter. Okay, reading is mandatory so that the concepts, they are well cleared in your mind. I hope you are clear with today's lecture. That's it for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.